Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They start the drive with Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it about 5 yards shy of the field. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They go play action. Cousins out to his left. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Paulson to Debo. And the Saints are going to get the football here.
Because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is...
Play action here with Dalton. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense.
There's Chris Olave. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. But the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Cousins. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Dalton here from the gun. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And this is going to be a first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. They got 29 yards and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Cousins. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. It comes on the 3rd drive, and hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on third down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter.
They start the second half with Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw here, Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Osborne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there. Just kind of hoping something good can happen. A completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run it again with Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now to the air, Dalton. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Moving the sticks and controlling the football. There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action here with Dalton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad.
Control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Cousins now. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's... Inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Dalton will just sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Andy Dalton scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Get quickly to Thielen here.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On second and goal, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and goal for Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 runs.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun